Keith here in the greenhouse. Just a quick video, an update really, and maybe a little chat about Masdevallia. I did a video, the last video was about temperature differences in the greenhouse, and I mentioned about opening the doors and windows, and I said I'm going to bring back the results of me opening those doors and windows from closed to slightly open and to increasing them. They're only slightly open at the moment. And basically I've done that for a few days since the video, and my temperature now, my maximum was actually 25, and my minimum surprisingly has been 9 degrees. Now I can only, what I did, because I opened up these two sides, I'm assuming that it's been quite cold this last week, so the temperature extreme has probably been, because this is set to 5, this heater, and that one 10, it's probably been, there's been a greater strain on that heater in there. So it's been struggling to maintain this whole greenhouse, basically, for one night maybe, so it dropped a little bit. Because I grow cool, 10 degrees, that's not a problem in my greenhouse. But in the daytime temperature, like I say, the windows really does take 5-10 degrees off your temperature. Now, I love Masdevallias. Anyone who knows me knows that I grow Masdevallias. I've got other bits and bobs, and Neophoenicias, and then the other ones. But as you can see, Masdevallias, pretty green, pretty boring looking. But what they are, they're quite compact. They grow cool, 3 temperature zones. So you've got cool, intermediate, warm, like the standard orchids that we think about. But the temperatures for those separate regions are different. So cool for Masdevallia would be 5, not 10. Intermediate would be 10, and obviously warm would be what intermediate would be for standard orchid. So you're looking about 5, 10, and then 13, 14 for the warm growers. Because what Masdevallias don't like is lots of heat and dry, and mine go too dry. My RO packed up, had a broken connection on there. I broke a connection on there. It's just come. I'm filling it up now. So these are really, really desperate for a good watering. They don't like to be dry, and these are all dry, so they're going to get flooded. And I water every feed. I feed every watering. So every time I water these Masdevallias, even though people class them as weak feeders, a consistent regime of feeding every watering is good for them. And it's really straightforward with Acorns Rain Mix. That's what I use, and it's a really good feed. Now, as you can see, they all look pretty similar, but because they're sometimes called gems of the orchid world, because look at the colours. You've got this one here, which is really light pink to an orange, and they're just, look at this ugly thing. It's not really, you know, a lot of people's cup of tea. Another one here, look, pink with sort of a stripe, and they're so varied. You can find one you'll like. I would advise you, if you are going to buy one, to look at the picture of the flower first, because they're not everyone's cup of tea. They're really not. This type, you know, you could call them like kite orchid. People just love that type, you know, and why wouldn't they? Lovely, you know, and this one as well. You know, it's a real lovely orange. Look at that. And you could grow that. This end is 5 degrees for me. These are all 5 degrees minimum, but they can grow 10 degrees. That's no problem. So grow them at 10 degrees minimum, keep them evenly moist, but they can go slightly dry, but not too dry. Feed it every watering. This is getting a bit bright for them soon, so I'll have to shade them anyway to keep the temperature down, and so they don't burn and go really light in colour. And that's it really. They're really simple plants to keep. Maybe not classed as easy, but I've had some people grow them on windowsills really successfully. The only thing you might struggle with in the home is the temperature might not be cool enough, so you might find they grow really well but they don't flower that great. And I have no problem with flowers, but this is set to a set temperature, so you know, minimums are reached in winter. I keep it as cool as possible, of course, in summer. So there's a little bit of information there, just to catch up with the temperature in the in the greenhouse, with the thermostat of opening the windows, the effect that it has, and it works a treat. And yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.